What set you off that you was like, I gotta do that?
A lot of people don't know that what Floyd do. He said.
So you feel like it was a sub, like he was subbing you, like, oh, like
he was going at me. He was going at me.
So it would now be 4 days ago. We might even be on day 5. That Floyd Mayweather is being held in Dubai.
I got about 100 cars, but right here, we like to call this the Sweet 16. Lambo, Ferrari.
Gervonta "Tank" Davis, a pro boxer who was once guided by Floyd Mayweather, has opened up about Mayweather's careless spending habits. Davis shared that Mayweather would often buy him expensive gifts, like houses and luxury cars, without really knowing the details of what he was buying. These over-the-top purchases not only show Mayweather's urge to flaunt his money, but also raise serious questions about how wisely he handles it.
Like, how did he give you his first piece?
He gave me a Rolex. I think a plane. I didn't even know what Rolex was. He bought me a damn Cuban. That probably was like 100 grand.
Right.
He bought me a lot. He bought me a car. He got me in the house. He did a lot. He did a lot before I even was signed.
Mayweather's love for over-the-top moments goes far beyond giving out flashy gifts. He once showed up in Mexico riding a tank, just to make a scene. While some might brush this off as entertainment, it points to something deeper, an obsession with showing off his wealth, no matter how much it costs. In today's social media-driven world, Mayweather doesn't just enjoy his expensive buys in private. He turns them into public showcases. From luxury watches to exotic cars, he regularly posts videos flaunting his purchases, chasing approval from his followers. This pattern suggests that behind the flashy lifestyle lies a need for validation, where his worth seems tied more to public praise than personal happiness.
Oh. The money man is back. I'm here in New York City with the one and only Benny the Jeweler. Benny, tell the people what you sold me today.
All right. See what's going on. We got the Eye of the Tiger factory on a full pave bracelet.
And tell the people about this,
We got
please.
we got the white tag with it too.
That's an extra 20,000 from what he told me.
Yes, sir.
Money made, and y'all know the rest. Benny, talk to him.
You know what's going on. Big money out here. Big factory out here. And we got more shit on the way. Stay tuned.
Let's go.
The relationship between Mayweather and Davis has been rocky, with Davis revealing how controlling Mayweather could be. He spoke about feeling manipulated and made to look bad, pointing to a toxic pattern rooted in power and control. Even the expensive gifts, Davis suggests, weren't always acts of kindness. They were ways to keep control. This kind of dynamic not only damages personal relationships, but also leads to financial choices driven more by ego than smart judgment.
What set you off that you was like, I gotta do that?
A lot of people don't know that what Floyd do. He said.
So you feel like it was a sub, like he was subbing you, like, oh, like
he was going at me. He was going at me, and I knew for sure he was going at me. That's why I went at him. There's no reason for me to go at Floyd.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Cause I feel like y'all got, I would say love and hate, but it's been like the last interview you showed them love. This week it was whatever. But is that sometimes like, you know, is it just like big bro, little bro seeing things different, or what is it to you?
No, Floyd don't never. He felt as though I'm at that point where as though I passed him. And I'm doing it at a young age. Wait, like when Floyd was 29, you'll see, bro.
Yeah.
That deal that I'm talking about.
Yeah. Oh, that's a part of the deal.
He don't know about that yet. But that's bigger than his deal.
Damn. Wow.
And I'm just releasing
This
it.
exclusive. That's exclusive. Bigger than Floyd deal?
Yeah.
Ain't no cap, nigga. That's a lot of bread.
You'll see. It's gonna come out.
Rumors are swirling about Mayweather's financial troubles, with Davis claiming that he was once held in Dubai over unpaid jewelry debts. If true, it shows a man spending far more than he can afford and struggling to pay up. These situations clash with the wealthy image Mayweather puts out and raise serious doubts about how stable his finances really are.
Speechless if this is true, but Floyd Mayweather supposedly is held hostage in Dubai. Gervonta Davis suggested this, who I believe is signed under Floyd Mayweather. Then Floyd responded back of posting a video of Tank dancing on his IG, saying, "We always knew he had sugar in the tank." Like, actually, that's insane posting this online. I'm not even kidding. And then Tank went on his IG story to say this.
Yo, them people over in Dubai that money. Tell them to get on live right now. And you old people in Saudi Arabia.
And Floyd responded back saying he should fight Shakur instead. I have no clue what is going on with this beef, but they're basically saying that Floyd Mayweather is broke and owes people money and he's hiding in Dubai. I'm actually speechless if any of that is remotely true, but I kind of can see that coming. I don't know if you guys remember this, but Logan Paul and Jake Paul, like 2 years ago, said that Floyd is actually broke. And it low-key might be true, but we'll see what happens.
More claims have come out suggesting Mayweather has a habit of not paying for luxury items in Dubai, causing tension with sellers and creditors. This repeated behavior points to a risky way of handling money: buying now, paying later, or sometimes not at all. No matter how much he's earned in the past, living on borrowed time and unpaid bills is a dangerous road that could lead to serious financial collapse.
The Tank's come out with a bit of a mad statement, and he said that Floyd Mayweather has been held captive in Dubai because he owes people money and he can't pay them, or won't pay them, one or the other. Before I carry on, please hit that follow button if you haven't already. We're on a mission to get to 10k. Now for me, the idea that one of the richest men in the world cannot pay somebody in Dubai is a bit mad. However, Tank Davis has come out and said ask Floyd to go live right now, and he can't. Which is a fair point, and knowing how Mayweather's ego is, if it was possible for him to go live, he would be responding to this straight off the bat. Now that being said, it wasn't that long ago since we saw that video call between him and Bill Haney on the internet. But whether this is true or not, I do not know. It could just be Tank throwing shots at Floyd Mayweather, because I know that relationship has been a little bit ropey in the last few years. But you never know, especially with somebody like Mayweather, who sometimes comes across with a bit of a god complex. Maybe he's just tried to screw in the wrong people. But let me know what you guys think to this. Do you think that Floyd Mayweather has been held captive in Dubai? Or do you think this is just Tank Davis stirring up some stuff? Let me know in the comments. As always, like, a favourite, save a share, all appreciated. Please hit that follow button if you haven't already. We're on a mission to get to 10k. Peace out.
Mayweather's insecurity shows in how he talks about rising fighters like Davis. He's openly said Davis will never be a pay-per-view star, downplaying his potential. This kind of talk reveals a deeper fear. Mayweather doesn't want anyone taking the spotlight he once owned. Instead of uplifting the next generation, he seems threatened by it, which only harms his relationships and slowly chips away at the legacy he built.
Had a tremendous career. And we got young fighters that's on the rise, that's under our banner. The ultimate goal is to find the next Floyd Mayweather that can break my records.
So is Gervonta Davis that guy?
I truly believe at this particular time, he's one of the guys that can go out there and become a pay-per-view star. I think to become a superstar in this era is a lot easier than the road I had to take over 20 years ago.
You had the hard road. It's
yes.
The social media now. The access that people have to your videos and what you're doing. You can promote yourself how you want now.
Yes. So, you know, in today's time, you have celebrities and stars that I may never even heard of, but they're rich off of social media. So times have changed, and you have to be able to change.
Davis has pointed out how Mayweather struggles with the idea of any fighter outshining him. This ego-driven mindset holds back rising talent and shows how insecure Mayweather really is. By constantly trying to keep others below him, he exposes a fragile confidence that all the money in the world can't cover up. In the long run, this kind of attitude doesn't just damage relationships, it can leave him isolated, both in the sport and in life.
Mayweather set you up against Pedraza. Did he really think Pedraza was going to beat you?
Later. He didn't know how good I was and how I would have handled the situation, so he just threw me out there.
Why do you think
he was hurt? He was hurt. I mean, not even hurt. He was just bad. First of all, Floyd don't never want to see no one like a fighter do better than them. How the fuck would you say Terrence Crawford should fight? Finna be there. That don't make no fucking sense. He don't never want to see nobody be better than him. I'm telling you.
You was next in line. You saw you next in line.
Is there like a
And last question, guys.
is there like a love-hate for Floyd? Like,
Yeah.
the fighter?
Yeah, I love the fighter. Like, I ain't gonna lie, if he was like chill, like he'll be the smoothest. But he's not. You know what I mean? He's a great fighter. And my bad. And he
Outfield is.
cause I don't want to say like he does a scumbag, but it's like he's a great fighter, and sometimes he can be good, but it's like it's always I'm this, I'm that, and
Thank you very much. I will see you at 9:30.
it just I don't know.
Mayweather's fight with Conor McGregor was marketed as a massive payday, with claims that he made $100 million. However, reports suggest those numbers were greatly inflated, calling into question his so-called billion-dollar fortune. This exaggeration isn't just misleading, it reveals a deeper need to create an image of unbeatable success, even if it means bending the truth.
What's the biggest fight you've ever had?
Conor McGregor and Floyd Mayweather, which ironically is a boxing event, but it's the biggest combat sports fight ever.
What did that gross?
It did 4.4 or 4.5 million buys at $100 a buy.
Yeah. So that worked out okay.
It did.
A closer look at Mayweather's earnings shows that they're much lower than he claims. For example, some of his fight earnings were closer to $60 million, not the $350 million he often boasts about. This ongoing pattern of exaggeration raises doubts about the true extent of his wealth and suggests he's been keeping up a facade to protect his public image.
How much money could you reasonably walk out of this fight with?
350 million.
$350 million.
Yes.
Wow. I know you love money, right? I mean,
It's cool. It's cool.
Yeah.
It's cool.
What do you do with all this money?
And, cash is king.
Do you have an ATM card?
I'm the human ATM.
Analysts like Chael Sonnen have pointed out that Mayweather's ongoing exhibition fights are more about necessity than passion. He may have spent a large portion of his earnings, and now these fights are his way of maintaining his extravagant lifestyle. Relying on inconsistent income like this is not a sustainable strategy and highlights poor financial planning.
First off, he's never gotten $100 million for a fight. There's reports that he was the highest paid athlete over Christian Ronaldo.
You think it's bullshit?
I know it is.
So if you had to guess, what do you think's the most Floyd ever made in a fight?
Oh, I think that Floyd's, he's probably made about 60 million before in one night. But no, 100 million, 130 million, they just didn't have. I know that Floyd is still getting in there as recently as this weekend because he needed the money.
You think he blew through all of his money?
I'm claiming for you, he in his whole career has made about 100 million. People think he made 130 in a night. I'm sharing with you he didn't. No boxer's ever made 130 million in one.
Chael Sonnen didn't hold back when discussing Floyd Mayweather's financial troubles. While most people focus on what Mayweather earned in the ring, Sonnen highlighted the real issue, how he spent his money outside of it. According to Sonnen, Mayweather's problems aren't about a lack of income, but his reckless spending as if money would never run out. With exhibition fights now being his main source of income, it's clear these aren't about fun or legacy, they're just to keep Mayweather's lavish lifestyle afloat. From fighting for titles to fighting to pay bills, it's a sad turn for someone who once called himself the money fighter.
No, Floyd's not going to do MMA, but he is going to box again. He's enjoying this attention. It's been very smart what he did. I think it surprised him. I think he was just going out to have a little bit of fun. I don't think he realized he could get 4 and 5 weeks of headlines out of this, but he does need to box again, for sure. I mean, you call it breaking news, but I will tell you unequivocally right now, Floyd Mayweather does and is planning to box one more time.
And the motivation behind getting into a ring again to box when he said he's retired, why? Why do it?
Floyd's broke. You got to understand, the only thing more embellished than Floyd Mayweather's pay-per-view numbers is Floyd Mayweather's net worth, and he made a lot of money. But remember this, it does not matter what you made, it matters what you kept, and he is a dum-dum.
So anyone, Floyd's made $1 billion. Floyd has gotten $300 million for Pacquiao, $300 million for McGregor. That might be true, but that money does not exist anymore. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, that's right. I mean, so Mike Tyson, you know, he did real well too. Evander Holyfield, again, it's not what you made. And don't forget, boxing and MMA math, whatever that number is, you get 30% of. So 30% of $1 billion, he still did really well, but not when you're spending money like that. I mean, that's just the way it works. We've seen a progression of these guys, one after the next, that all end up the same way. And that's broke, and they're just not smart with their money. And, I mean, that's all it comes down to. I'm not even trying to bag on Floyd. Look, he's just not a very bright guy. He's surrounded with even less bright guys. This is the way it works when you're a boxer and you go spend that kind of money. If you ever buy things that cost money to own, you're going to be broke.
Floyd didn't just throw away money. He allegedly made it through scams and half-baked promotions. He's taken money from fans for events or merchandise that never happened. A TikTok expose revealed how Mayweather's image is built on hype and illusion, rather than substance and integrity. From no-show appearances to promotions that went nowhere, it seems his brand is more about baiting fans than earning their trust. Then there's the endless display of extravagance. Floyd doesn't just buy things, he collects them like trophies, constantly posting proof of each purchase. From an endless collection of cars to rooms full of untouched luxury items, his lifestyle screams excess.
Floyd Mayweather Jr. has been paid over $1 billion through his career. What are the craziest ways that he spent it? Let's start with the ice. Dude has almost everything diamond crusted, from his plates and silverware to the case for his gold iPhone to his $18 million watch nicknamed the Billionaire. Moving on, apparently Mayweather also loves golf, or probably just golfing around courses. Dude owns a pair of Cadillac and Bentley golf carts, worth over $500,000 together. Then there's his barber, who makes house calls 3 to 4 times a week, each visit costing money a clean $1,000. And it gets even crazier. Apparently, Floyd never uses the same pair of boxers twice, and he'll leave all of his kicks at hotels he stays at as gifts to staff. But the scary thing, none of this comes close to the dude's gambling habit. Floyd reportedly dropped over $6 million on the Heat in Game 7 of the 2013 finals, and thankfully, LeBron came through for him, and that's just a slice of the money life of Money Mayweather.
But it also screams desperation. His video tours feel less like flexes and more like cries for attention. And what's worse, he rarely even uses most of the things he shows off. They're not there for practical use, they're just there to impress.
I love sneakers. I don't know about nobody else, but Money May loves his sneakers. As you can see, I got them stacked all the way up to the top. And I gotta let people know it's sneakers in every box. I ain't stacking just a bunch of boxes, a bunch of sneakers. You know how we do. Wear these one time only. What's the game? Jenga? Jenga? I don't know the name of it. Let's stack it, let's go. You know, it's dangerous up here. It don't look high, but it's high. Let's stack.
In one of his latest flexes, Mayweather claimed to own over 100 luxury cars, Ferraris, Rolls-Royces, Bentleys, you name it. But what's the point of having that many cars if they just sit collecting dust? It's not about getting from place to place, it's about validation. It almost seems like he's trying to convince himself, not the world, that he's still on top. But anyone paying attention can see the truth. This is a man trying to hold onto an illusion, spinning the wheels of a lifestyle he can't really afford anymore.
We got options, options, options. I got about 100 cars. But right here, we like to call this the Sweet 16. Lambo, Ferrari, 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 Lambo, Maybach, a Maybach, whatever you want to call it. Of course, the McLaren, the original McLaren. Bentley, Rolls, 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 Rolls. The Maybach truck or Maybach truck whatever you want to call it.
That's it for today's video. Stay tuned for more.